This Friday, the all-star stand-up comedy tour that's been leaving the nation shocked, salty, and owned is coming to your town live.
So I'm in Starbucks yesterday, right? And this blue-haired barista says to me, "Sir, do you need room for dairy or soy?" And I said, excuse me, did you just assume my gender? Right?
It's the kings of socially conservative comedy. You've seen them on Twitter, on YouTube, and on Facebook. Now see them live, like Big Paul DISANTO.
So I'm walking down the street yesterday and this kid comes up to me with a clipboard, right? And he says, "Hey man, do you have a minute to talk about climate change?" And I said, "I don't know, man. Do you have a minute to not assume my gender? Come on!"
Watch out, snowflakes, because it's gonna get real rugged and raw, and nothing's off limits. Especially not for STEVIE-JAE Tamblin.
You ever notice how conservative guys hold a beer like this, and liberal guys assume my gender?
All your favorite socially conservative comedy stars will be in the building, live on stage, doing the one and only joke there is. The one where you pretend to be mad that someone assumed your gender. Like the maestro himself, Mad Dog Joey Burke.
A liberal online who was woke got mad when I tweeted a joke, but committed the fail of calling me male, and I said, "Did you just assume my gender?" Ah!
Buckle up, baby. Did you assume my gender is a thing liberals supposedly say sometimes? And that means we'll be saying it ironically all night long.
If you don't think my gender is a pre-owned 1998 Ford Fiesta, you just might be assuming my gender.
That's right. If you thought they were just going to ask if you assume their gender and leave it at that, then think again. Because sometimes they'll also go on to say that their gender is some sort of funny object or vehicle. And speaking of funny objects, make way for Scott Hawkins and his little buddy Pablo.
Oh, Pablo.
See?
Where does a guy like you shop for clothes?
Did you just assume my gender?
Pablo.
That's right, y'all. Scott Hawkins really seems like he's setting the table to do a race thing, and then he forgoes it entirely for the gender stuff. This show is stacked back to back to back with comedic heavy hitters. They're all deeply socially conservative, they all have comedy specials called Triggered, and you better not ever assume their gender, baby, or look out!
Is your card the Queen of Diamonds? It is. Well then, ladies and gentlemen, you just assume that card's gender. And then I assumed your gender when I called you ladies and gentlemen. And also a deck of cards is my gender. I'm like a funny magician type. Good night.
It's the kings of socially conservative comedy. Get your tickets now. Don't assume they'll be available at the door. Or my gender. Don't assume my gender.